This evening to our Board of Works, City of Bedford Board of Works and Safety, Stonegate Arts and Education Center, 931 15th Street, Tuesday, July 15th at 6 p.m. Calling our meeting to order, we have approval of minutes from June the 17th, a regular meeting, and July 7th, a special meeting. After reviewing, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the minutes from the June 17th regular meeting and July 7th special meeting.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on to new business, we have recognition, presentation of a life-saving award for Officer Zachary Brooking and Officer Taylor Daughtery. Chief?
Thank you. On March 21st, 2025, officers were requested to 300 block of L Street for an infant not breathing and turning blue. Officer Brooking and Officer Daughtery arrived and quickly began providing life-saving medical aid. After a short time, the infant began coughing and care was transferred to IU Health and the Bedford Fire Department upon their arrival. Because of these officers' quick response, I believe they prevented serious harm to the infant child. A recent follow-up with the family indicated that the infant had recovered and was doing great. Along with what they done that night, I also want to mention that our dispatchers, who often don't get the acknowledgement that they deserve, especially in situations like this, they do a good job collecting the information that they need and getting it out as quickly as possible. That night, dispatcher Tanya Taylor Lind was working. She collected all the important information, got it out to the officer in charge. Officer Brooking and Officer Daughtery responded, and we were able to, in my opinion, probably save this small baby's life. So I wanted to make sure that I acknowledge that not only do our officers do a great job, but we have a lot of good dispatchers who also do a good job. So I've got life-saving awards here for Officer Brooking and Officer Daughtery.
Officers, I just want to say thank you also. The chief has thanked you from the department and also for the city, but I want to specifically thank you from the citizens of Bedford for what action that you've done on this and what you do every day. From that standpoint of being available, taking your job serious, and responding appropriately to a situation, of course, that more than likely saved a life. So from the city of Bedford, I want to say thank you also. Request acceptance of a quote for cleanup, mill, and lay asphalt in an alley, 17th and 18th Street, L Street, and M Street. Misty?
We installed a new sewer line in this alley between 17th and 18th, M and L Streets. We emailed notice to quote to 3 different firms, Flynn & Sons, Excavating and Paving. They did return a quote of $6,000. Milestone Contractors had no response, and E&B Paving had no response. So I'd ask that we award Flynn and Sons the contract for $6,000.
Any discussion or to entertain a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the quote for cleanup mill and lay asphalt the alley between 17th and 18th Street, L Street and M Street to Flynn and Sons Excavating and Paving in the amount of $6,000.
I will second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. We have request approval and acceptance of Drainage Software Program Contract Subscription Renewal for Planning and Zoning. Kevin?
Granicus Software purchased the rights to SmartGov, which is a program that the department has used for I don't know how many years. It allows us to do the permitting, code enforcement, tracking of that stuff. And previously it was just an annual subscription that we just paid, but this time Granicus has changed and they want a 3-year term, which is actually kind of beneficial because now I'll know what it will cost for the next 3 years. So I'm just asking that we continue to be able to use that program. I guess, do you need to know the amounts or?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
The amount for this year is $12,561. I think that's an increase of about 400 from last year, I think. Next year it moves up to $13,817.32. And then the third year is $15,199.05.
Does the board have any questions, or I would entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion for the approval and acceptance of the Granicus Software Program Contract Subscription Renewal for Planning and Zoning.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you. Request acceptance of a quote for a new liner installation and floor drains for the Bedford Fire Department Headquarters, 1900 H Street. Brandon?
Thank you. So this is for the Bedford Fire Department. The drains that are in the fire department, this is the drains that are located at the bottom of the basement of their building, and these are the original drains that are failing on us, and they've been having some problems with them over the years. So we solicited 3 companies to come in to repair these. Pipe Solutions was for $27,600. Riverway Plumbing and Mechanical was for $28,900. BLD Services LLC was for $43,000. You should have the paperwork on the front where I did a breakdown. Earlier, in the redevelopment commission, we asked them for 25% of this. The lowest bid that we had was $27,600. I'm asking the Board of Works and Public Safety for 75% of that bid, which would be $20,700.
Any discussion, or to entertain a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the quote for new liner installation floor drains for Bedford Fire Headquarters at 1900 H Street to Pipe Solutions. The total amount's $27,600, but the Board of Works would only be approving 75% of that,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
would be $20,700.
That's correct.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Request acceptance of a quote for milling and paving of existing parking lot for the Bedford Fire Department, 1900 H Street. Brandon?
Yeah, so this would be the parking lot just directly east of the fire department, and it's their back main parking lot. This parking lot is is old and breaking down and just needs to be milled down and renewed. So we solicited 3 companies, Flynn and Sons in Excavating and Paving Incorporated for $22,650, Milestone Contractors LP for $22,750, E&B Paving LLC for $33,125. The lowest bid was $22,650. We did the same process on this. The Redevelopment Commission for 25%. I'm asking the Board of Works and Public Safety for 75% of the lowest bid, which is $22,650, leaving us asking for $16,987.50.
Any questions or discussion? If none, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for the acceptance of the quote for milling and paving of the existing parking lot at the Bedford Fire Headquarters at 1900 H Street be awarded to Flynn and Sons Excavating and Paving in the amount of $22,650, with the Board of Works and Public Safety at 75% for a total of $16,987.50.
I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Request acceptance of a quote for additional new parking lot for Bedford Fire Department Headquarters, 1900 H Street. Brandon?
So this is just an addition off to the northeast portion of the existing drive parking lot that they have in the rear. This is a grassy area that has never been developed. We're looking to remove that and add parking there, or pave it and add parking, which would probably be an additional 10 to 11 spots for the fire department. We solicited 3 companies, Flynn and Sons Excavating and Paving Incorporated for $27,840, Milestone Contractors LP for $44,000, and E&B Paving LLC for $113,200. The lowest bid on the job was $27,840 by Flynn and Sons Excavating and Paving Incorporated, and this was done the same way. Bedford Redevelopment Commission for 25%, the Board of Works and Public Safety for 75%. I'm asking for 75% of the lowest bid of $27,840, leaving $20,880 that we're asking for.
Okay. I want to touch base just a second on this, just for our viewers and everyone to kind of be able to look at what we're doing here. We're asking for additional parking at the Central Fire Station. Emergency Management also uses that facility. There's an area there in the basement that's designated for them to be able to use, and at times they do have meetings and other things down there. The fire department also has some issues at times whenever they have shift change, as far as having enough spaces for vehicles to park. One of the other major concerns is at times whenever they have emergencies and call off-duty firemen in, depending on how many shifts they call in, they run into a problem of running out of parking for the firemen that are responding to an emergency situation, and they have to park some distance away. So by doing this additional parking, will alleviate the 3 things that I have talked about, and will definitely be a plus for the department. So, if anyone has any further questions, if not, I would entertain a motion.
I make the motion that we accept the quote for adding additional new parking lot at the Bedford Fire Headquarters, 1900 H Street, to Flynn and Sons Excavating and Paving. The total sum in the amount of $27,840, and that the Board of Works and Public Safety approves 75% of that, which is $20,880.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Request approval and acceptance of Chapter 76 ordinance, reduced speed limit, John Williams Boulevard and Beach Street roundabout, a change for east and west traffic on John Williams Boulevard. Chief?
Thank you. With your approval, I'll be speaking to the City Council tonight asking for an ordinance change. And that's because we're getting close to the completion of the roundabout on John Williams Boulevard and Beach Street. So what I'm considering is with the near completion of the roundabout at John Williams Boulevard and Beach Street, that roundabout was engineered as a 15-mile-an-hour roundabout. I believe it is appropriate to reduce the speed limit on John Williams Boulevard from Lincoln Avenue to Beach Street from 40 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour. The speed limit would be reduced to 15 miles an hour at Beach Street. If you've been through there, you've already seen some of those signs. They've already put those signs up as part of the construction project. As the traffic approaches Beach Street roundabout, there would be new signs indicating reduced speed ahead. From Beach Street roundabout to State Road 37, the amended speed limit would be reduced from 40 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour. These speed limits would change for east and westbound traffic traveling on John Williams Boulevard. With the increased number of new businesses and traffic on John Williams Boulevard, I believe reducing the speed limit will help reduce traffic accidents and the severity of injuries resulting from any of those accidents.
Okay, does the board have any questions? If not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for the approval and acceptance of Chapter 76 ordinance to reduce speed limit on John Williams Boulevard and Beach Street roundabout. Change for east and west traffic travel on John Williams Boulevard. John Williams Boulevard from Lincoln Avenue to Beach Street from 40 miles per hour to 30 miles per hour. At Beach Street, reduced speed to 15 miles per hour. And from Beach Street to State Road 37, from 40 miles per hour to 30.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Request approval and acceptance of Baker Tilly engagement letter for water asset management plan. Misty?
As part of the ongoing asset management plan that Lockmuller Group is working on, there is a financial piece that goes in the asset management plan. We have Baker Tilly, who has provided us an engagement letter for their services as part of the financial plan. In order to have apply for SRF funding, we do have to have a asset management plan at this time. So Baker Tilly has provided their engagement letter with a maximum incurred not to exceed $25,000 for the financial analysis and providing financial information as part of the asset management plan.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions on the board? If not, I would entertain a motion when appropriate.
I make a motion that we approve and accept the Baker Tilly engagement letter for water assessment management plan in an amount not to exceed $25,000.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Request approval and acceptance of Lockmuller Group change order number 3, Mitchell and Stark Construction, to balance quantities on the Spider Creek Force Main project, decrease of $25,630.89. Misty?
We are at the end of this project, installing the force main. The original contract price was $1,682,615. With the change orders and the quantity decreases that we had, it would bring the new contract price to $1,614,584.11. That's the change order in the amount that we're asking to approve of a decrease of $25,630.89. That basically was a unit price project, and it sums up the increases or decreases that we had in order to finish this project. So,
Any questions? If not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for the approval and acceptance of Lockmuller Group change order number 3, Mitchell and Stark Construction, to balance the quantities on the Spider Creek Force Main project in the decrease amount of $25,630.89.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Request approval and acceptance of Lockmuir Group change order number 5, Infrastructure Systems, Inc., ISI, to balance quantities for east-west sewer project, a decrease of $186,093. Misty?
This project, as part of the city's part, is also complete. Same way with this, we are balancing the quantities. It was a unit price contract. The original contract was $2,988,15 with the other change orders, and then this change order decrease of $186,093. It would bring the new contract price to $2,842,189.63.
And Misty, just, we should have said something on the other one, but just for any viewers that are watching, would you go ahead and explain where this went, what it consists of?
The east-west sewer project?
Yes.
So there is a new sewer line that runs from 6th Street to O Street that would carry new sewage from the north end of town. Basically, then it would go to Spider Creek. Those areas before were served and went to what we would call 22nd M. So we have taken the flow off of that 22nd M lift station and basically sending it to Spider Creek. So it will be stored, if we have any overflows, it would be stored in the new 2.25 million gallon tank at Spider Creek. So it takes some of the flow off of the current overflow that we still have on 22nd M Street. So, and then it does open up other avenues for GM when they are interested in hooking on as well. They would be hooked onto that new line. So,
Thank you, Misty. If there's no other discussion, I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we approve and accept Lockmuir Group change order number 5, Infrastructure Systems, Inc., to balance quantities for east-west sewer project, a decrease of $186,093 for a final amount of the project of $2,842,189.63.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
thank you.
Thank you. Request approval and acceptance of first due contract agreement reporting software for the fire department, $5,342.40 from July 31st to December 31st of 2025, $12,720 annually beginning January 1st of 2026. Chief?
Yeah. I'd like to submit an updated contract for the first due that we talked about at the last meeting that was originally approved on the June 17th Board of Works meeting. The updated contract will prorate the amount due for the remainder of 2025. The contract will now take effect on July 31st, 2025, and will be for a prorated amount of $5,342.40. Beginning on January 1st, 2026, the full annual amount of $12,720 will be due.
Any discussion or comments, or I'd entertain a motion?
Do we need to cancel the previously approved contract?
Well, we had an issue with Spillman and the police, so we actually never signed that contract.
But it was approved at this
It was
meeting.
approved, yes.
We never executed it by signing the agreement.
Okay.
I'll make a motion for the approval and acceptance of the first due contract agreement reporting software for the fire department in the amount of $5,342.40, beginning July 31st, from July 31st to December 31st, 2025. $12,720 annually beginning January the 1st, 2026.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have approval to sign the claims.
I make a motion that we approve the signing of the claims.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Does the board have anything for discussion?
No.
No.
I will comment, at our last meeting, we were looking at options for our water here in the city of Bedford. And at that point in time, we talked about having an agreement to come forward to the Board of Works to see about signing. I will discuss this a little bit more with the council, but I just want to make everyone aware that that is not taking place tonight. We're still providing the company information that they have requested, so that's still taking place. We're doing our due diligence to make sure that everything is in order before we proceed. So I will have more with the council this evening, and if everything goes according to the plan, this will probably more than likely take place at our next meeting. So that's all I have, so I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second that.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? We are adjourned.